Yeah, great Nigerian people, great Nigerian Americans. The coming election comes distinctively between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. But we need to touch base on a couple of things. Where do you belong? This is an election between patriotism and malfeasance. An election between hope and fear mongering. An election that distinctively delineates a choice between patriotism and non licit malignant escapades. It is an election between common sense and total being not. It is an election between a proud, self acclaimed descendant of an immigrant and one that feels immigrants, particularly from Nigeria and Africa, are from shithole countries. Great Nigerian people, great African Americans. It is a time to choose a standpoint for the future of the United States of America. The coming election, it is rather the most important one. This is an election between Kamala Harris that has been able to elucidate over and over distinctive policies that will make life better or even the best in history for the middle class. Makes getting a house for first timers easier than ever. Encourages or facilitates establishment of small businesses. And of course, give power to the middle class in lieu of the upper 0.1% of the zero of upper 1%. Make the rich pay their fair share of taxes to develop the economy. Build from the middle class up, and that is when economy is well built. That is, the middle class builds a nation. Conversely, the opponent sees you and myself, Nigerians, Kenyans, Ghanaians, African, Haitians, Asians, and other immigrants, sees you as people from shit oil countries, sees you as criminals, describes you as miscreants, describes you as polluted bloods, as pollutants, misfits. He has no real plan, no policies for the economy. He has a concept of a plan for medicals and healthcare. He has no plan for the middle class. All he needs to do is bundle you and your family out of the United States. He is a known malfeasant. Come, come to look at this. When does it become reasonable? When does it become reasonable or attractive for a man to openly brag about groping women? For a man to openly brag about running down other people's businesses? For a man to openly brag about racial extremism? Great Americans, we the people determines to where the United States of America moves to. And this is why whites, blacks, Caucasians, Latinos, Native Indians, Africans, Nigerians, or African Americans need to come together now to work together as a people to vote for growth, for hope, to vote for patriotism, to vote for visionary leadership, to vote for you and myself. It is time to inveterately stand by the values, diversity, the goodness, the virtue in diversity that brings us together and build this nation to the top and the best incontestable nation in the world. It is time to vote for the development and facilitation of these values, not breaking it down, not fear mongering, not threats, not name calling, not defamations. It is time. Great Nigerian peoples, ẹ̀yin Yorùbá, ọmọ ìyá mi, ẹ jẹ́ kó rí wa pé ndị Igbo, Kamala is the only hope. Abokina, Kamala, President, Yai Keude. So let's come together, give Kamala Harris our votes en bloc as a people, as model immigrants in the United States of America and in the world globally. Let we Nigerians come together as one to cast our votes for common sense. Let's cast our votes for growth. Let's cast our votes for that would see and recognize us as herself and as one people, one important embodiment of fragment that is needed in the building and sustenance of the future of the United States of America, and not one that sees us as shithole people. Donald Trump sees you and myself as people from a shithole country. Remember, he said it. Kamala Harris sees you as herself. Vote for Kamala Harris in the coming election. Vote for the sustenance and growth of the United States of America. Vote for patriotism. Vote for good immigration system. Vote for women's rights. Vote for women's freedom. Vote for yours and my freedom. Vote for Kamala Harris. Thank you, guys.